Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Anurag and today we are at the part 2 of our Tableau training. Okay guys, so let's start with the part 2 of our Tableau training. I hope you guys enjoyed the part 1 of the training. Hope you guys learned something about it. And also guys, I think you might have also downloaded the Tableau, the public version, and you might have worked a little bit about it. So guys, today we'll go on the part 2 of this training, and today I'll walk you through on the practical side of this training. I'll just go through each and every aspect of this Tableau dashboard and overall how does it look, how do we make charts, how do we make tables, and everything about it. Okay, so guys, as you can see here, I've created a small chart right now. So it's a bar graph. It's a bar graph. So first of all, I'll let you know how many graphs are there. So how many graphs you can undergo in the Tableau. Just just go through here and just click on Show Me. As you guys can see, there's an option called Show Me. When you click on Show Me, you can see there are around 8 to 9 graphs which are easily available as you can see here. So the first graph is called as table. This is called as text table. So what is a text table? Text table is nothing but like if you text table is nothing but like you don't want any chart and you just want a table, then you guys do it text table. I'll just show you how does it load. Wait just a minute. So just if I click on this, if I click on text table, as you guys can see, the whole chart turned into a table. So this is called as text table. Like if you don't want any chart, if you just want um, just a table, then you can go through here and just type out the text table. So it is really easy to do that. Okay, so next is the we have the symbol map. As you can see here down, we are able to see the what is the name of this graph. It's called a symbol map. So if I click on symbol map, it will not work. Why it is not work? And also you can see here it has been grayed out. So why it has been grayed out is because for the symbol map to get this map, you need two to three things important. The first is you should have a geo dimension. So what is a geo dimension? The geo dimension means that you should have at least a dimension related to geo, like region or country, state, city, or something like that in the in your rows or column field. In your rows or column field, if you don't have this, then this graph will not be able to work. So you need these at least three things. Um all the geo dimensions like if you have a region, city, country, state or province, something like that. Okay, and also you need a dimension nothing but like as we had discussed in the earlier classes, like you need at least a sales thing or profit or shipping cost, anything like that. Okay, hope you guys clear about it. So next is one more that is called as field map. This is called as symbol map. This is called as field map. The difference between symbol map and the field map is the symbol map will show you the symbols like located at each country, but the field map will fill overall country overall country about it. I'll walk you through this. I'll walk you through the future lessons and I'll show you detail what difference between these two and how we can create these two charts. Okay, so right now we have gone through the text chart as I showed you. We have gone to the symbol map, also we have gone through the field maps. So next is the heat map. This is called as heat map. If I click on this now, the whole graph will be turned into a heat map. So what is this? So what is a heat map? So heat maps are nothing but to show something like heated kind of thing. As you can see here, it is showing me like there are some big boxes, square boxes, there are small boxes. What does that mean? Is the big boxes mean that probably the sales have a high number. Wait, I'll show you. What does it mean? As you guys can see here. See, it has around 993,310 sales. That is why it's showing a big box. If I see small box, it's showing me a value of 142,000. So this is a 993,000 and this is around 142,000. So as you guys got clear about it, like how the boxes changes and something like called as the type of heat kind of thing, like shows a burning kind of thing. So this is called as heat map. Okay, so next is called as highlight tables. If I click on this now, this is called as highlight. This is my favorite table because it's really understandable and really easy to use. Like if I just see here, I can say that for jumbo drum, the sales are higher. I can easily got to know. And for around for medium boxes, it has a very low sale. So depending upon this colors, you can able to judge what is the highest and the lowest. Also, you can change the colors here. If you go to color, and right now it is green color, so you can change the colors to anything. So right now it is green. I will change it to something like a pink one, I guess. Okay, and just do okay, apply. Okay, see, it changed to pink one. It looks much prettier, right? So as you can see, the jump drum has the highest sales for jumbo drum has the highest sales for chairs and chair mats, and as you can see that this thing wrap bag has the lowest sales for telephones and communications. It really helps. This chart is really helpful to understand. Wait, I'll show you the whole thing. See, this is the way to look at it. This chart really helps how we can able to understand the overall concepts of it, understand the overall things of it. It really helps. This chart is really helpful for that. Okay, this is the highlight table. Next is the tree map. So what is a tree map? So what is a tree map does it? As you can see, it shows the clear thing about how the overall picture looks for the tree map. So it's really helpful, right? So as you guys can see here, it shows a beautiful thing on how each and every boxes are available. And why it is called as tree map? Because it has some kind of branches. See, this is the highest branch, and when it comes down and it goes to the last point, it has the lowest branch. So what does it mean? The highest branch has the highest number of sales, and the lowest branch has the lowest number of sales. So it is something like that. Just a bit, I'll show you guys what's the thing there. I'll show you the numbers for this. Uh, Okay, so see guys, the small box telephone communications has around 993.310. The last guy, which has the endpoint, has around 2222. If you hover over it, you're able to see the overall picture about it. And that's the cool thing, right? That's really a good thing about Tableau, that if you can see so easily. So this picture easily tells you, like if you just look at this picture, if you just look at this chart, easily anyone can tell that this guy or this thing has the highest number of sales, this thing has in second list high number of sales, and everything like this. It's really helpful for the user to understand what kind of the data it is, rather than working on those numerical things and everything like that. Okay, so this is about the um, tree map. The next is the bar graph. This is the common chart that everybody uses, and is the most used chart in everywhere if you go, and everywhere if you go about it. Like I'll just show you the bar graph. So this is a bar graph. As you can see, it shows a beautiful thing, a beautiful bar graph with a very different level of things, and you can even sort this out. It's like if I want to sort this, uh, if I want to sort this chart, like in terms of like highest to lowest, click on sort and just type descending in terms of profit and do has okay. So see, it has around sorted out like the way it has been done. See this? Yeah. So it is really helpful to see how kind of sort systems work around it. So as you can see, the official machines has the highest number of things, and chair and mats has the highest number of things, tables has the next level of things. So it's really understandable how kind of things work. Also, I can change the color of it as I showed you guys earlier. Just click on colors, and if you choose any color effort, like if I choose this color, it will turn to this color. Like if I choose around like red color, it will turn to red color. If I choose the yellowish color, it will turn to the yellowish color. That's a really great thing. Also, if you want some different color depending upon the sales, like you want one color for the highest number of sales, another color highest number of sales, just drop this sales. You can see here on the left hand side, just drop it on the color, and now see the magic. See, it looks so good now. Like we are able to understand that these are the top four which has the highest number of sales. Then these are the mid five which has the highest next number of sales, and the last four. as the lowest number of sales. So as you can see, office machines, chairs and chairmats, telephones and communications, and tables are doing the highest number of sales in this overall picture, in this overall data, and the rest of they are the lowest sales. So in this picture, anyone can have a judge on this, how we can able to invest our thing into the things, right? Like for example, if you like if you want to take a decision on this data, anybody will be easily able to take that these four things has the highest number of profit. So bar graph is the most common used graph, right? And it is really helpful for the people to understand the most part of it. Okay, so let's go to the next chart. Next chart is called a stacked bar. So if I click on stacked bar, this is the way the stacked bar looks like. So you might be confused, like what kind of bar is this? So for example, like there are many subcategory in this. That is what I'm showing. Like I'll show you a different one using the stacked bar. Just remove this one, and I take one more thing. Like I take a region and just put on color. See, now you're able to understand what kind of chart is this, right? So, so this is a stack bar. And also if you want to see the different region, and also I want to see the shift mode for that. So I can keep this on the column side. Now I'm able to show what kind of regions it has. So delivery truck, express air, and regular mail. For delivery truck, the highest number of regions is west. Then the next is the east. Next is this central area. It's really helpful to understand like what kind of thing, which is the highest, which is the lowest one. You guys can see here, this is the highest. So all the three, west is doing the pretty good thing here, right? Next is the south, next is the east, and this is the central. So it's really we are able to make it easily understandable what kind of chart is this. This is called a stack. And why it is called a stack? Because we are stacking. We are stacking different kind of things to a single chart. So it's really helpful for us to how we are able to understand it, how this can be done in a much prettier way, right? We're able to stack all those things into a single chart. It's called a stack. It's called a stack chart. And guys, it really helps like for the easy thing, like how we are able to do the regular ad, truck delivery, express ad. Like also if you don't want this thing, if you don't want ship mode, and if you want something else, like for example, I'll put ship mode in the color section, and I'll put region in the column section. So I can see that, I can see now it's such a good chart, right? Like if I want to change the color, just go to color, just go to edit colors, and for each thing I can change the color. Like I can take a normal one, or I can take this kind of one. So I like this, like it shows really good. Like the as you guys can see here, what first we'll check about it. Okay, the regular hair has the highest one, so I'll click this. The express delivery has the lowest one, so I click around this, and the express air has the this lowest one, so I click around this, and then do apply. See, now we are able to clearly see so what's going on. We are able to see the top ones. The top ones are the regular air, and the mid ones are the delivery truck. And if I just click on here, if I want delivery truck, just click on delivery truck. Let me see only delivery truck. If I want express air, just express air. If I want both, just click both. Control, just both. Whatever anything, just everyone. So I can click on everyone. Even if I click here, I'll get the same one. Even you can hide this, right? So this is much more easier, right, to understand how a particular works, how does everything works on this. It's really, and also you can keep it. So it's just hover over it. You'll be able to see the region is west. Ship mode is regular air, the sales. So for the west region, for the ship mode regular air is highest region. It's really useful for this, and you're able to understand the much more higher way on how to go with this and how to have these things right. So this is really the good way to have this, and this stack factor. Okay, next we'll go to the side by side bar chart. When this helps is side by side bar chart is, so if you have like if you want to show sales and um, and profit on both the things, then you can use this side by side bar chart. So I'll show you how we can do it. Um, remove shift mode, keep the region, okay, and for sales, and also I'll put profit. So now I can see that, sorry, I'll remove sales, I'll keep region, and also I'll keep the sales part here. So remove region and I'll take sales here. Okay. Okay. Come here. Click on profit. Here or here or this one. Click here. Take sums and profit up. See, now this is called a side by side chart. It looks good, right? Like, see, if I want to start, now it looks good, right? And just click on label. So it's showing me side by side chart. Like it's showing me for central, for this is the profit and this is the sales, right? For central, the sales is the sales is so the sales is so much, and the profit is so much. Well, this is the sale and this is the profit. See, for this is the sale, this is the profit. For south, this is the sales and this is the profit. And for west, this is the sales and this is the profit. So as you can see, the south is doing really bad. Although it has around 1 million sales, but the profit is around 100,000. It's really bad, right? So you can see if west, although it has 2 million sales, the profit is around 310,000. So it clearly shows like going to invest more things, more opportunities central and east, because these two things are really doing good. So this chart helps. This is called a side by side chart. So this chart helps like what kind of things when you understand, what kind of things to understand about things, that things can able to do it in a much more level way. Okay, so let's go to the next chart. The next chart is the area chart. Line chart. For line chart, what the thing is, we need a date. To show you how to do that. Take a date, like we'll take the order date. Okay, and we'll take sales and just come here and just now click on line chart. So this is a line chart. Like if you are not able to understand so much more way, I will go with the quarter cell. See this. Now it's showing a clear picture on how our sales is going on. Like this is the rule for the sales one, and as you can see from April 2010 to October 2013, the whole quarter, right? As you can see that it has like how the sales are going up and down, up and down, up and down. As you can see on October, here, here, and here, the sales are going. As you can see on October, you can see here on October 1st 2010 sales were high, again October 2011 sales were high, October 12 the sales were high. The same thing going on in October where there is a highest number of sales. Why? Probably there is a beginning of a quarter, right, where or probably end of a quarter, which is we are spending a lot of our budgets on that. So this chart is really helpful to see what kind of charts we are working on, why it is so important for us to understand the most basic part of it, and all that kind of thing. So this clearly helps on how we are able to do it and how we are able to have a clear chart on each and everything, right? As you guys can see here, it has around 250,080. This has 350,786. It is really, really helpful for how we are able to make this chart and how we are able to create everything. What is the highest and what is the lowest point we are able to do it, and all kind of things. So this chart really helps on the way we are doing it and how the sales can be done, right? The same way, if you go for the area chart, the next chart is the area chart. This it's a different one, discrete. I'll talk about this in the later part. So click on area chart. The same way you are able to see in the area kind of thing. Like if I want to also change the color of it, I'm going to in the sales and come here, edit color, and I don't want this. I want something like this one or this one. Okay, here. If I do stepped color for 5 or probably 3 and apply. Okay, so guys, see, now it looks clear, right? Now it shows really much in an easier way how we are able to understand and how we are able to take this to a next level, right? So this is really a good chart, right? This is really we're able to understand what kind of things. Also, I can put profit here to see, and I'll get a different chart for profit. So area charts are really good, right? Area charts are really good. Like if I don't want profit, and if I just want the region to show me for each region, so you can have this kind of chart. It looks so beautiful right now, right? So each chart is showing me like the highest is getting my central. Like if you just click on it, I can show you the central part of it, and next is the getting the eastern part of it. Next we have the southern part of it, and next we have the last is the western part of it. It clearly shows how we are able to understand this data and how we are able to have this manipulating the everything, right? And this data really helpful on how we can work on those, how we can have those data in our mind and everything like that. It's a really good chart, and it's a really beautiful thing that Tableau is providing to us in the way we are understandable to do things, right? So it's really that kind of thing, and we are able to openize the everything about it. Okay, so this is a area chart. You guys understood, right? Like if I want to other quarter, if I want to go drill down to more like monthly, I can even do that. For the each month, it will show me a graph. As you can see, for the October month, this is for the October, right? November. This is for the November. It's showing me the highest sales in the last 1 month order to date. So what is showing me like for every month, this month has the highest sale. So we can go and decide, or we can do a strategy planning, or we can go ahead and to see why it took a high sales in the month of November. Probably that too for the central region. For the central region, like if you can click on central, it has the highest sales for the central. So why it took this like that? So you can have an whole team or strategic planning around it, and we will be able to understand why the things are going on like that, and the way we should understand the most part of it. This really helps in doing all such kind of things, and really helpful for those, right? So really helpful. So area charts are the really helpful, guys. So once you understand the main concept of it, and once you understand how we can work on those things, it becomes a really useful for this, and you can have a overall picture about how we can do and how we can go for these things, right? Okay, guys. So let's go to the next channel, and the next one is the pie chart. You guys know about this pie charts, right? So, but this is not a good pie chart. Let us show you the new one. Yes, as you guys can see, this is a pie chart. I can even enlarge it for your this thing. You can go here and just click on this, and you can just enlarge it to show you the much better way. So yeah, even you can increase the size. Like if I want to increase the size to this, it will be we will be able to do that. Just click on it. Also show mark labels to show the numbers on each chart. And also if you want to see like what is this is a region, right? Like where is this region? Just take the region to the label. It will show you which region it is. Like east, west, central, east, south, and where is that one? Just click on allow labels to overlap, and it will show you the numbers as well as the sums for this thing. So just click on sales and click on label. It will overlap and it will show you the overall picture. So this chart really helps to see this in. For example, we'll remove region and we'll take some other things like to you guys to make understand more easier. We'll remove region and we'll remove shift mode. What is region? We'll remove region and we only have shift mode here. And as you guys can see, for the shift mode, the highest number of shift mode is coming from this region. And what is this? This is a regular air. And if I click on this, I can able to see this is a regular and this is the delivery truck and the express air. So in this way, I can get the part like which is the highest part. So regular air is getting the highest thing, and this one is getting the lowest amount of things. It really helps you understand the most basic part of it. And also, if I want to change the color effect, and I want to change it to something else, like I don't want this one. For this, I want the automatic one. So for automatic, for regular air, I want green. For delivery truck, I want this color, and for express air, I want this color. And just apply. Will show you the overall picture about it. This is the regular air, this is for the delivery truck, and this part is right. This is for the express air. I think we should change this color to something else. That's right. So I think we can change it. Color once again. We'll go to color once again. We click on edit color, and for the express air, we'll do this. Okay, that's it. So as you can see, it's really useful for how we can able to work on this, and this chart is also helpful. Usually we use less chart, but most frequently we use the bar graph, area graph, and the line graph. Bar graphs are the most common ones to use, like all types of bar graph, like this bar graph, and we have stacked bars, side by side bar. These three bars are most commonly used. And next, we use the line graph and the area charts. So these five graphs we use most frequently on those, and it really helps how we can able to do that, and the way we understand this and the way everything works on this, right? So it's really understandable and looks cool and really looks cool, right? Looks cool. Next is called a scatter plot. So what are scatter plot? It scatters like a plot. So for this, I have to remove everything. Just a minute. We have to remove this. Clear the overall sheet here. For scatter, if you don't know like what to put for scatter project, hover over it and it says you should have at least 0 or more dimensions and 2 or 4 measures. So first we'll put 2 measures. It says sales and profit. It says 0 or more dimensions. So for dimensions, we can put region to see which region has the highest dimension. And that's it, guys. See, this is the central one, this is the east one, this is the southern one, this is the west one. So if you come here, you might see but it doesn't show like this because we have put just a one sales and one profit, right? So if I put some other thing, like if I put product container, it will show me more things like this. So it's really usually we don't use this chart because it's a really confusing chart. We don't not able to understand, like we have to click on each thing to understand what is like X, what is like the like round one, the plus sign. So we don't use probably this chart because as I told you guys earlier, we use the area line and the bar graph, the most often charts which uses. So we don't use much of this chart, but just for your knowledge, just to show this like what kind of charts are there. So this is kind of thing, you can work on it. Next is the same, the circle view, the same way it shows in terms of circle, in kind of bubble kind of thing. But as I told you earlier, we don't use such kind of thing. But as you can see here, what kind of chart is this? What kind of way it looks like when we upload on it? What kind of things like? Next is the bullet graph. So what I call is bullet graph. This is an amazing chart, but it's really difficult to understand this chart. But one thing is that it shows huge amount of data. As you can see, it shows a bullet graph because it shows like a bullet. It's like bullets going on. And this is the threshold. Average shows the average sales here. And this chart is really helpful for everything, right? So if you understand this chart, this says large box. This thing large box has the sales of around 348 and profit of around 52,000. but it shows something like this for every sales is 348,934. So it shows how we are able to understand this, and also if we are able to sort it out, and you can see this is the highest is the small box which comes in the central, and for category small box it shows the highest number of things to be able to understand about it. It's really a good thing to know, and how we are able to understand all kind of things here. Okay guys, so as you can understand about it, how we can easily able to do it, and work on this. And the most part about it is how we are able to do it, and how we can understand everything about it, and the way it works, right? So it's really helpful when you look at this graph, and we look at these charts, like we have small box, jumbo drum, medium box, small pack, and everything on the product category and product container. So normally the product descriptions and the areas and subcategory, the region, the ship date, the ship mode, everything was really good here, and you can understand each and everything of it. So it helps difficult, and it helps really easy to understand how we are able to do it, how we are able to understand the basic part of it, and this can be a most interesting thing, right? Hope you guys able to understand it. Hope you guys able to just grab the things you can do. But I would highly suggest you to go through the Tableau public version of it. Download the software. I think you have already done it. If not, go ahead and download it and work on it, and just see how it works, and just do the same thing like what I have done now. Just click on anything. Just click on some of the charts here. Just see how these charts work. How is everything the whole looks like, and it will be really helpful for you guys to understand this thing, right? And or you can even change the colors of it, like for example this guy, the sales one, right? Like if I put a new color, it show me a new color for this. So as you can see, it shows a new color for that, and it's a really good, right? The way it's showing me the data, the way it is showing me the understanding, the way it is showing me the overall thing. So I highly suggest you guys go there, just look at it, and look at the numbers, look at how we can able to make the decisions on it, how we are able to understand the things around it, and it will really help you to guys to go ahead and work on these things, and work on the much better part of it, right? Okay, let's move to the next chart. I think this is the last chart. After that, I'll show you the symbol maps and the field maps as I promised you earlier. So just click on the packed bubble. So what are packed bubbles? They're nothing but a bubble kind of thing, which shows, as you can see in the picture, right? So it shows the central box has the highest amount of thing, but eastern box has the lowest amount of thing. Which means that these three are it has these three has the highest amount of sales. So it really understands, like this is called a bubble chart. We hardly use this chart, but it looks good. It looks good for it, but not for the like um, to understand the data, right? Because as I told you guys earlier, the bar graphs, area graphs, and the line graph. These three graphs are the most important thing to work on it, and this really helps each and everything on this. So, this is the graph, guys. This is the bar graph. This is the bubble graph which you need to work on it, and it's really helpful on how we are able to do that, and how it's able to understand these charts, right? So this is guys. So this thing, and last we will go with the geographical chart. For that, I have to clear everything, and I'll take a dimension as I told you earlier. So this time we'll take region, not region. We'll take city. Okay, it's taking as you can see longitude and latitude. It's generating the overall picture of it. Create those charts. And next we'll take the sales part, but let it wait until it takes everything, and we'll show the later part of it. So okay, just click on this and click on field map, and just then click on the sales part of it. It will show you. As you guys can see here, it's really easy, right? So if you just click on the regions, And if you just type here and go for bubble maps and just the fact bubbles, it's really the way it shows and the way uh, it has, right? So also you can go to color, edit colors and make a new thing about it, like if it's automatic, show a different one like red one which I showed you guys earlier. Just click on central, the highest one, eastern, the lowest one, the south, the most lowest one, and the west side, right? This is we have like okay, then click on apply. Okay, as you guys can see here, this has the highest number of things, highest number of charts around it. So also if you want to go for bar graph, you can go for bar graph like this. This is also a really good graph, right? Like for example, I don't want region, I want like product subcategory. So click on product subcategory and you have the much more graphs here. Just click on this and go to again go to sales and put it on color. We have a different chart again here. And again click on labels and just show marks. It will show you everything around the labels it has. And it's a really great thing to have it, right? And see the way it is shown here. Okay guys, so this is for this video. I hope you guys able to understand the different, hope you guys will understand different kind of charts, different kind of things that I shown you, as I shown you here. I just suggest you go over it, just walk over it, and download the Tableau like 9 point, that is the 10.4 public version. Work on these tools and let me know, guys. If you have any questions, just comment down below, and I'm able to answer each and every questions of you guys. And just I would say just go and study them. Just do what I said. Try different graphs, and everything will be good. Everything will be really nice. And if you guys have any doubts and any comments, just comment down below and I'll able to reply to you guys, able to reply. Thank you so much guys, thank you so much, thank you so much for overall time and support you guys given to me. Thank you so much for each and everything. Just go ahead and just go ahead and do as I said. Thank you guys, thank you so much, thank you so much for your time. Have a good day.